Darren, can you believe it? It's a year to the day today that you've been the gaffer here.
No, it's unbelievable. Tom just give me clarification on that, so he's well up to date with his stats. No, it's been a good journey, a journey that I've enjoyed, a journey where the players have given the football club everything, a journey where there's been a lot of emotions, and here we are today.
So here we are today. If you can cast your mind back to a year ago, where the club is now, you happy whereabouts we're looking at?
Again, another stat that we've got to go on, fielding 19 players is certainly a proud stat to have. I think over the last 3 years at one season we had a turnover of 48. I think we had plus 4 or 5 goalkeepers. So what we've shown this year is that we've got a fit group of players. They're very hungry, and they've been very consistent, and I've been consistent in my team selection. We got an opportunity to be able to push the club on Saturday.
Yeah, you mentioned that stat. I think you are the least number of players played in the Football League. I mean, and you say that's positive, but you want consistency and continuity, don't you?
It is a positive, because when I look at the clubs like Leicester, when Bristol City got promoted, Chelsea, I think they've used 20 players. So what the players know is that I've been quite loyal to them. I've not manoeuvred many players around, and I think you can see that every game there's a massive improvement, and certainly with the younger players.
Having said that, do you need to strengthen a bit in the January transfer window, or is that not the case?
I think this Christmas period be a true test of what the players can achieve. We all know, it's quite clear now that they've got good ambitions, and they want to be aiming nearer to the playoffs than spending a long time now near relegation. So I think if we had the form that we had last year and I didn't take over when I did, then we would be sat perhaps in the same position now. So it's been a good achievement, but we know at the same time we can't be complacent.
Crawley on Saturday, it was rearranged because of the weather. Looking out there, it might be rearranged again.
No, I think the groundsman will make sure we do our job to get this game on. There'll be no doubt. If it is, I'll be out there with about 400 hair dryers to make sure we get this game on.
Because it's a big game in the scale of things. It's the start of December. We all know December's a busy time for football, isn't it?
I think it's a game where it can show how far we've come. That's what makes it a big game. It's going to be down to how much the players really want it. I think there's a fine line between winning and losing at this level. And what I've seen, and I keep saying it every day, is a hungry group of players. I think we look at 2012, 2013 was the last time we got in a position where we got above that playoff line, and here we are nearly 4 years today having that opportunity. I think 28 to 18 down in the bottom two is a nice gap to have, but the players have got to work extremely hard on Saturday to make and show an unbelievable desire and commitment to achieve that.
Crawley, they're a decent side. They're thereabouts, aren't they?
Good team. Dermot Drummy, I know the way he shapes his team up. He gets them playing football, good football. Every player's providing different angles for the player on the ball. They will try and play between lines, and they got some clever players and players that have been through the system, and Dermot knows them very well. So, and there's also one or two that I think have been here, Matt Arrold and Youngie. So we know them well, and but as I said, every week it's about what we do, and we know when we perform well. I think it's 7 games unbeaten now. That's a good achievement to have, because I think the record last year that I had was 6. So we know we're going in the right direction. And we know players are going to make mistakes, but what we've got to do is we've got to keep learning, we've got to keep evolving, adapting and progressing this football club to be successful.
Playing at home, you've got, obviously the fans are now getting this run, it's just getting better and better, isn't it?
I think it is. I think there's always going to be a level of criticism with social media now. I mean, I get criticised every week from my missus for not putting the bins out, so it's one thing that you've got to accept. Being part of a football club, and supporters want to see you win, and when you don't win, just like me, you show frustration, and what we see is at the moment certainly the level of commitment to travel to Accrington. I mean, after 5-10 minutes I couldn't feel my toes. So to make that commitment and travel all that way to come and watch Yeovil Town play, I have to take my hat off to that, because it's incredible. And I just hope we put on a performance for them on Saturday, and I'm just hoping they can generate some noise to help us be able to get above that line. And I think it's the first time as a manager where I'm asking for a little bit of help from them.
But do you feel, though, as players and managers, that there's a sort of different vibe? The fans are starting to come back, starting to get behind you.
I think it's always going to take time. I knew the day I took over as manager there was always going to be a level of criticism should I have taken the job, and I've been here a long time. But I think all you can show is a hard working ethic, and that's all supporters want to see. I keep saying it to the players. They want to see their team up and down that pitch and giving everything that they could and they can for the badge, and that's a must for any supporter.
And we spoke about Matty Dolan last week. You said he needed to have a scan and an update. Is there an update on his injury?
Yeah, he's going to be 2 or 3 weeks, Matt, unfortunately. He's very committed in the gym now, like every player is, but at the moment Matty's the only concern going into Saturday, which is, again, is a credit to all the staff.